Never be a dictator. You can't read it. Hello, young man. Hello, everybody. What's up? It's Del Williams here. Today, I wanted to talk about something that we might never like in future years, or we never like in the present. So, today, I'm going to be talking about people who judge other people. I don't know what that means. I think it might mean, I don't know. Oh, fuck. Konnichiwa. Sorry, it took me a few minutes to get the thing set up. But I have my new DS, and I can wait for another blood. And I have to wait for another couple of days to get my game. Okay, watch Busters. Because today I had to pay the rent. Again. Ugh. I just got £25 taken off me, and that's the exact price the game cost. And now I don't have any money. I'll have to wait till next week then. So, if you're waiting for me to wait, okay, watch Busters, Cat Busters, Cops or something, then that will have to wait. Okay, but I will explain about the game. But first I'm going to talk about things that we might not like, but some people might be on their side. But we'll never like it. Dictators. For those of you who don't know what a dictator is a person who judges someone and is basically someone who's like King Jong-un's, or I don't know how, if I can pronounce his name right. He's a dictator. I mean, he tests bombs because he's not a terrorist or an ISIS. But he is a person with bombs. But he doesn't go around the world blowing people up sky high. I mean, yes, in 2004 you did see that film, Team America World Police thing about those puppets of Thunderbirds that go to South Park, you know, and it's all about King Jong-un. You know what I mean? The film's about him trying to destroy the world, but that doesn't make any sense. The film's American. I wouldn't judge the guy, because I'm not a dictator. Now, there are a few reasons why you should never ever be a dictator. Is one, there will be an argument. Second, there will be a big problem. 3, they will make you an asshole. A big one. I'm not joking. It won't be little. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to it won't be little. It'll be big. Very big. The size of this idiot. Hello, young man. Oh God, no. Please stay up, for God's sake, would you? Hold on. Yeah, you cannot see my stuff now. I really wanted to see my stuff. Bloody dare. Okay, so, type it in right now. Now, as you know, dictators have, now there are some dictators out there who have power, some are not. For example, King John Hingmi, whatever his name is, King John, or something, I can't pronounce his Korean name properly. Sorry if you're watching that King John, I can't pronounce your name. I'm trying to pronounce the name properly. It's really hard a wee bit. I've learned a couple of anime games, like Natsuki, Yuri, Monica, Sayori. I've managed to learn that. But that's not been bloody easy for me, considering the whole things. I mean, that took a little while to figure out, so your name's gonna take a little while as well, actually. But dictators like not just him, but some dictators have a friendship. Like Donald Trump's being friends with a dictator, and he says it's okay. This person wearing a Japanese t-shirt. I don't know if it's Japanese. It is Japanese. It's a judo t-shirt. I was planning to wear my Christmas t-shirt, but I couldn't find it. Is it? Oh shit, there it is actually. I'll be 1 minute. Oh yes. No. Yes. There's my Del Boy t-shirt. Back to business. Also, keep in mind that, like, well, I was gonna say, like, dictators, like, well, King John's not just the one dictator. There's more. Dictators also have friendships as well, like, which we would call a dictatorship. Which, as you know, a ship is either something that's gay or is either something that's bonding. Gay is clearly happy, so you might know that. And bonding means, like, forming a friendship. You know how you've seen that Venom film? Well, that's what bonding kind of means. It's like bonding with someone. You know, it's bonding with a host or bonding with a friend. I mean, it didn't take me long to bond with my two friends, Woman Miller. Oh crap, my phone's not done. But anyway, it's quick. So dictators, like, there was not just him. There was not just this guy. There was Alfred Hitler as well. Hitler was a dictator. He wanted to kill Jews because he thought they would be the people. He had a very bad theory. I think he had this as a nightmare as well, actually. That he had like a nightmare, or it was a theory. I think it was a theory. That he had a theory that the Jewish people were going to end the world. But however, they weren't. They were just peaceful. They were not going to destroy the world. But Hitler thought that, so that's why he put them on the Holocaust, which is why he gassed them. But he didn't want to kill too many because they would be useful to him. Anyone who decided to be lazy would be killed. So that's why they'd never be lazy. Also, keep in mind that in a couple of weeks' time, they were all skinny. Skinny as hell. They looked like they actually needed a sandwich. Full on capsule, I'm not going to lie. It's actually very sad because they all died. And they never got proper food. The Holocaust did give them some food. But it wasn't very good food. Some of the food was a bit poison, actually. I never know, you had a poisoned potato or something. But they might have been feeding them shit, actually. Or vomit. They better not be selling vomit to them because that's sad. I mean, I have like a friend who's a Jew. I know someone who's Jew. Someone who knows me as well, but I forgot what their name is again. And I'm not judging them. They're nice. They speak the same language. And that's why, well, America couldn't join the fight because they were already in a fight between the Japanese, and they were having fun. They were having fun kicking the Japanese ass because the Americans, the Japanese, that's why the Japanese had more technology than us now. Because they've got like Tokyo as a futuristic city. Look, I don't see, the only country that were fighting was the French, the British, and the Scottish, and the Russians. Until the Russians betrayed us. It's a Cold War. They couldn't help it because we're Russians. We couldn't take any more of the British people. Well, can you least Russian guy, can you tell me why you couldn't take any more of it? Well, I can tell you why, Del Boy. Because we started I have no goddamn fear of why they started the Cold War and why they betrayed us. But I have a bad feeling about it to figure out what it was, actually. So, Hitler also judged them as well. Now, there's a second thing of dictators. Next one. Now, people can be judged as well by their colour, their look, their weight, short or tall, how they are. Which people like what they would look like, which we would call autistic. Autistic is clearly something that might be judged quite a lot, but people make sure that doesn't happen anymore because due to the fact, well, if you must think, well, No, this is not about autistic. Well, this is not about autistic people, but if you didn't remember back in the 1980s, teachers slapped you with a belt. And it was illegal. God damn, I just slapped myself. They slapped you in the bum. In the balls. Why would they do that? That is such a bad thing. But at least that's done now, right? At least that's done. Hope so. I really hope so. Continuing on, if Hitler didn't kill the Jews, then probably would be okay, but no, okay. No, we wouldn't be okay. Wait, I want to move on to Jews. Finger bloody hurts. You strict motherfucker. There we go. So autistic people are judged by their face. I'm half autistic, but that would still make me autistic. Well, I'm autistic because of my eyes. Because my vision is not properly. Yeah. Because without these glasses, I couldn't see shit. Well, my vision was blurry. I can see what that is. That's a bendy plushie there. That's a Mars Marat, and that's a... You know, I'm not joking. I'm actually pointing it. I've also got Cuppet as well. Oh, faggot. How? Yeah, there's... 9. Also, by the way, keep in mind that you should never judge an autistic person. Because autistic people... It's also possible for an autistic person to be black. Not to be racist for those who are black. Now... There was also something that black people were also questioned about, is this word, N-I-G-G-A, the N-word. The N-word is a racist word, apparently. I will talk about that next video, because I think the N-word is something we need to talk about, because that's something that cannot be standing, yet it's still working out. This word was said in 1970. This word, 14 battery. My phone's a Samsung Galaxy, can last for up to a couple minutes, like, yeah, still 14 battery. Still 4. Yeah, still 14. Is it? Yeah, it still is. I'm tampering myself. No. Watching you battery, I swear to God. So. We'll not talk about black people because I know how they feel sometimes, because they feel a bit depressed about people. They think of like, why are people judging us? We're like you. Black people are human as well. Okay? I don't know why you have to judge each other. You're all human. Korean are human. American are human. British are human. I'm Scottish and I'm human. I'm not a xenomorph. I'm not the Terminator. If that's what you're thinking. Like, name a couple of YouTubers who are not alien. Markiplier, he's not alien. Listen, no one on this planet is an alien. Honestly, God, well, if you watch this YouTuber called Chills, then you will know for a fact that some aliens are real on this planet, of course. Well, they're found in space. Like, look at me, I'm not walking around saying Mondasians are gay. You know, I'm not walking around saying that Mondasians are gay. Am I? I'm not going around saying that Mondasians are gay, am I? And I'm not going around saying that Mondasians are gay and they should get a better box for themselves instead of being metal men all the time. I mean, they're not judging me, are they? Are they? Are they? So keep in mind, okay? Just keep in mind. Now, get down. Now also keep in mind that. Wait, hold on. Still 14. Now, for me, for example, I'm me. So no one on this fucking planet is an alien. Okay? Why do you judge each other? Now, autistic people. Let's move on. Let's keep on going. Now, We have one more thing to go past before we finish autistic, but I have to warn you, it involves a lot of bad language that I must not say. Now, autistic people, it's possible for an autistic person to be deaf, which is part of autistic. Deaf, which autistic people, some of them don't like noise, some of them can't control themselves. The reason I'm autistic is because I take tablets. The reason why I'm actually autistic is because I'm half autistic, but however, I'm between non-autistic and I'm half autistic, which, when I was like in primary 2, I couldn't control myself. Well, in primary 3, actually, I couldn't control myself because I was going crazy and that. Very mentally, saying bad language words. And I heard this from GTA 4. Because I was so crazy. And it wasn't just because of me. So I was crazy and I couldn't control myself. I watched my own self go crazy. It's so fucked up. I take tablets. That's why I'm not going like this. Hello, motherfucker. How's it been? No, I'm not going like that. I'm not judging you autistic people. I'm half your kind as well. But we're all human the same bit, aren't we? Now, 13, I knew it. 13 battery. It's also wise to keep in mind that Hingme, right? It's very wise to keep in mind that, you know, some autistic people just can't help themselves. Sometimes they like to go up and touch people. Hell, there's a way to communicate, but I can't show you it because I might be rude. I think I just moved there. Sorry. There's clearly ways for autistic people to be like this, okay? Now, I'm not going to go any further, just in case for those who are autistic this is upsetting you. So I'm going to move on to the final one, which we would call... Now, I'm going to move on to the final one. However, I won't give you a warning though. If you do not wish to see what the final one is, then you better prepare because... This next one's on. You're gonna shit yourself. So please don't be jobbying yourself. My accent is Scottish, by the way. That's why I'm saying jobby. You know. That just fell off the hill. The next one is kind of, you know, something that we might want to... I'll give you a quick warning, guys, though. So don't play with that. Well. Okay, next one is kind of scary. Close the curtains for this one. The next one is very serious. We need to talk about this one in the protection chamber. We need to talk about this one in the Del Boy chamber. God damn it. The next one's scary, guys. Also, shall be wearing my safety coat. No, wait, actually, no, wait, there's no crazy people in here. Shit. God damn it. Right. Oh, fudge, that goes one of my favourite pictures. What's that, man? Oh, yeah, you dimmy. The next one's scary. The next one is called, the final one is called Psychotic. Oh yeah, you dummy. Psychotic. For those of you who don't know what psychotic is, I'll go around. Now, people who are psychotic goes without saying because, you can't judge a person who's psychotic. Now, let's start off. People who are psychotic. Now, this was happening at some point in the world where people were born with this. It's possible for an autistic person to be born with this as well. But it's not easy to be born with it because it's a very rare thing, actually. I'm not born with it. Psychotic is part of anger issues, but that's just a thing that does not make you want to choke someone to death. Psychotic is a very serious matter. For example, you just snap when that person's bullying you, and you just put their face to the ground and stomp on it until they're dead. That's why asylums exist. But children who are like that, they have to get more special help. Well, autistic kids get that as well, but you know, psychotic people really need a lot of help because they can't control themselves. They really want to punch someone when they don't want to. But autistic and psychotic are not the same. Autistic is a very serious matter. However, psychotic is a worse matter because psychotic is just like anger issues. It's an opposite version, a twin version. But psychotic doesn't more than just shout. It allows you to actually want to punch someone. Because believe me, if there was someone psychotic in your school, please, for the love of God, if you want to survive, do not piss them off. Because if you do, also guys, some people think I've got the blue Terminator eyes. That could be true. You never know. Well, not actually, it's just a reflection, but I might have. No. Tommy! Axel! You wee fucker! This is a very serious thing I'm talking about, Tommy, you wee... I'll punch you in a minute. God damn it. Continuing on. Now, continuing on, by the way, just to tell you, if you want to be dumber, if you want to be stupid enough to bully a psychotic person, go ahead, it's your funeral. Believe me, you will not be the bully. It'll be your death. Because the bully might die. You never know. It's possible to die by a psychotic person. Because that's see, if you talk about shit about their mother, the only thing the psychotic person cares about is their family. And if you talk shit about their family only once, you will die. Well, you might end up in the hospital with a broken arm, but they wouldn't kill you they wouldn't kill you, but they would if you continued on with your bullshit, the bullshit that's coming out of your mouth, then eventually you would be done. Also keep in mind, don't be an asshole about it, because if there's some kind of problem that you want me to solve, I can do it, but if it's too hard, then I might as well just jump it. But I'm not going to do that, actually. I won't be doing stuff like that. But however, I will have to avoid some stuff that is not appropriate for the manner. Now, continuing on. As you know, in GTA Grand Theft Auto 5, one of the characters, the third orange character, Trevor Phillips, is a Canadian, but also is psychotic. Canadians are born with this. Any type of person who is from a country, it's possible for anyone to be born with this. It's possible for every single type of person, country, what country they're from, autistic, disabled people can be born with this. Well, no, I don't think so, but I'm not disabled. But if they're... Please don't be stupid to bother them, please. Because psychotic people are very serious. And they draw things like this. Just see those demon eyes, don't you? Because that's a thing that people really want. Don't want to fuck with someone who's autistic, especially in this manner. Because that person's very serious. Because if you want to mess with them, go on. It's just a thing. But remember that they're psychotic. Well, that's why there's asylums. Asylums are half prison, half hospital. Mostly it's hospital. But some people want to call them prisons. Now, some parents don't want their children to go there. But at some point, they will have to go to a psychiatric hospital, which is what we call, also known as a hospital for psychotic people. I mean, for psychotic people. Now, one more thing. Please do not mess with psychotic. Because you know what happened? They will fling you off a building or something if they're older. Because your parents won't have control of you anymore once you're older. Once they're older, of course. Once they're older, you better hope they don't start getting revenge on you for what you did to them when they were young. It's a bit young when they were 5. Because if they find you and you're in a building, they'll fling you off it. And people will be mopping you off for payment. So please don't mess with someone that's psychotic. Okay, just don't. Because please do not mess with people who are psychotic. Just keeping that one up. Also, I hope you got that from me, Holly, by the way. Oh, but this is Jordan of the Week. Yeah. This is a soldier. It's my idea, apparently. It's a soldier. It's a version of Robanian. I got it of a design called Yokai Watch. Apparently, it's supposed to be robots that are robots that are made or from a planet called Core, which are called Cores. But they became robots. They took the logo of the British flag because they needed something to stand for. But however, they still kill people. They're like silent assassins. They're very hard to find. Well, I just made this one up because I thought this is a British soldier, okay? This is a British one. I call them the soldiers. Now, I have their own different type of country. British, Scottish, Russian, German. I think I've been mostly doing the German one, actually. But seriously, guys, do not mess with a psychotic person. Okay? Please. Actual, guys. Because if you mess with them, oh boy. There'll be a lot of trouble. There'll be a lot of trouble, won't there? Won't there, dear boy? Won't there?
Tyson, miles and miles of capitals, TVs, deep freeze, and David Bowie OPs, all games, gold chains, what's names, and header push, Trevor Frosty, Trek Sims, Roma, Mushy, Shepherd's Bush, push, 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 push. No income tax, no VAT, no money back, no guarantee, black or white, rich or poor, income prices at a strong.
See you around, homies. Bye.